The movie opens with an explanation that there are 666 concealed portals to hell, and number 444 is located in a remote part of Japan, specifically a place known as the Forest of Resurrection. The movie goes straight into the action as we see a man standing in the middle of the forest, holding his sword tightly in his hands. Zombies slowly start to creep on him from every side, creating a circle around him. Not wasting much time, the man carefully looks around, and after assessing the situation, he attacks the zombies with his sword. He slashes his sword effortlessly, killing the zombies in no time. After getting rid of his enemies, he runs from that place, but before he can go much further, he stops in his tracks when he hears someone else. He turns around to find another man standing there, holding his own weapon. The man attacks first and runs toward the other person with his sword. This time he doesn't get to escape as the other man retaliates and slashes his body into two pieces without much effort. Before dying, the man sees an ally who is too late to save him. The movie cuts to two people running in the forest in their prisoner's uniform. After running for a while, they come to a sudden stop and carefully look around the place. One of them, prisoner number KSC-2303, stares at the human hand he is holding in his hand, indicating that he must have cut it during his escape from prison. Soon the other prison tells KSC-2303 to follow him, assuring him that he knows the right way. KSC-2303 is reluctant, but follows his friend, and after running again for a while, they come to a stop in front of a clearing. KSC-2303 is restless while standing there. His partner tells him not to worry, saying that the ones they are waiting for are coming soon. KSC-2303 replies that he is not worried and just doesn't trust him. The other prisoner says that he can do whatever he wants and then silently waits for someone. Soon, a car and a bike come there and stop right in front of them. Some people dressed in black clothes come out of the car, clearly showing that they are a part of some gang called Yakuza. They slowly approach the two prisoners, who instantly ask them about the other car. One of them, who looks like he holds some higher position, replies that they have to wait for their leader. The prisoners are not happy with this, as prisoner number POC-182 replies that it is not safe here. The gangsters are not fazed by him, as they casually reply that it doesn't matter since they have specific orders from their leader. POC-182 again argues that they have to leave since roads might be blocked by now, but their pleas fell on deaf ears as gangsters insist that they have to follow orders at any cost. Surprisingly, the gangster also argues among themselves about this, as one of them just wants to get rid of the prisoners and get out of this forest since he finds this place creepy, but others insist on following the orders. KSC-2303 adds in a mocking tone that they do nothing but follow the orders, which agitates most of the gang members. They get angry, and one of them is ready to attack KSC-2303, but he is unfazed by that and keeps provoking them. One of the gang members stops the man who is most angry and says that he just wishes to get out of this place as soon as their leader comes, as he hates this creepy place. Their discussion about the mysterious forest is interrupted by the man who seems to have the most authority, as he scolds them to stay silent and orders them to bring the girl. KSC-2303 and other prisoners are shocked as the gangsters drag a girl out of their car. They ask the gangster why they have his girl, and the members reply that they also don't know that, and only got the orders to kidnap her and bring her here. KSC-2303 is angry at them for kidnapping the girl and demands that they hand her over to him. An angry gangster argues that instead of being angry at them, he should be thankful to them since they bailed him out, or else he would spend all his life in jail. KSC-2303 insists that they give the girl to him, or else they will pay for it later. Things start to heat up between them, and KSC-2303 finally snaps as he grabs the nearest gang members pointing guns at him and uses him to shoot at their current leader. The girl runs toward KSC-2303 while others just stand there in shock. Surprisingly, the angry gang member is happy with the situation as he laughs and quickly points his gun at KSC-2303. They all just stand there while the members of KSC-2303 are held captive and start to sense some changes in the forest around them. They hear a strange voice and suddenly the member KSC-2303 has shot back up, now a zombie. Panicked, the angry member shoots at his former colleague, but to their surprise the bullets do nothing to the zombie. They come together to shoot at the zombie, and finally it dies when KSC-2303 also shoots at it. Before anyone can grasp the situation, one of the gang members shoots the prisoner, POC-182, who is instantly resurrected as a zombie. The gang starts to shoot at it, and taking advantage of the situation, KSC-2303 runs away from there with the girl. When the gang notices their disappearance, they get furious, and after arguing a little over the situation, they rush into the forest to search for their captives. Inside the forest, KSC-2303, the girl stops to take a breath and the girl starts hitting him, saying that he didn't need to kill the man. KSC-2303 harshly pushes the girl away, who continues to argue that he is no different from those gang members. KSC-2303 just replies that he is not evil like those and sits there, checking the gun he is still holding. Seeing his reaction, the girl slowly approaches him and thanks him for his help, but KSC-2303 coldly replies that he just helped her because he got angry at the gang. KSC-2303 then uses her hairpin to open his handcuffs, and soon they start walking again. To their surprise, they can't hear any movement around them, even though the gang is actively searching for them. The silence in the forest breaks when one of the members accidentally fires a bullet from his gun. KSC-2303 continues to move carefully around the forest and comes upon 2 dead bodies tied to a tree. The girl is scared by the situation, but KSC-2303 casually frees one body from the tree and changes into its overcoat. The girl says he shouldn't have messed with the body, but like usual, KSC-2303 is not fazed by her scolding and just tells her to follow him, saying that they will take the gang's car. Before they can escape, a gang member appears there and points his gun at them. KSC-2303 quickly takes out his own gun, but slowly puts it away. The gang members follow suit and throw his gun away, then run toward KSC-2303 to attack him. For a moment, KSC-2303 raises his gun back, and using that as a distraction, he kicks the gang members and throws them back. Before continuing the fight, he knocks out the girl and carefully puts her to the ground. He then turns toward the gang members as they indulge in hand-to-hand combat. Meanwhile, the other gang members are wandering around the forest when one of them starts mumbling about how this is the place where the dead come alive. Slowly coming to the realization that this place is the forest of resurrection, the young man is more panicked when he notices the empty graves of people they buried here earlier. Another member fires a shot in the air to help his colleague come out of his panicked state. They all then carefully look around, wanting to find the lurking danger, when suddenly a hand appears from the ground and grabs onto the ankle of one person. They instantly shoot at him repeatedly, quickly wanting to get rid of it. Meanwhile, the fight between KSC-2303 and one of the gang members is still going on in the forest. They come to a stop when they hear repeated shooting, and both of them run away to see the cause, leaving the girl there unconscious. The gang members are still carefully looking around when someone from above suddenly attacks them. They quickly shoot at him and put him to the ground, but the man quickly comes back to life. They quickly shoot at him again, but soon after that they are surrounded by a group of zombies. Their current leader gets shot in the shoulder while fighting, but they don't stop as they continuously shoot at zombies that seem to be growing in number. KSC-2303 and the gang members run through the jungle while chasing each other and continuing to indulge in fights whenever they come to a stop. Meanwhile, the gruesome fight between the zombies and the gang continues. The girl also wakes up in the jungle and looks around suspiciously when she hears multiple gunshots. KSC-2303 and the gang member also encounter zombies while trying to find other gang members. KSC-2303 joins the other gang members in their fight against zombies. During the fight, the girl also arrives there and is soon rescued by the youngest Yakuza member, who is also frightened by the situation. When they manage to get rid of most of the monsters, one of the gang members confronts KSC-2303, accusing him of being the partner with these zombies. Before he can harm the prisoners, the other person who was initially found with KSC-2303 comes there and orders him to not harm KSC-2303. When KSC-2303 stands up again and points the gun at the Yakuza's members, they tell him that the girl has been taken away, so he leaves, saying that he will deal with them later. When the horde of zombies keeps growing in number, the Yakuza call upon 3 assassins to help them in the battle. While the fight is still going on, the real leader of the Yakuza, the man, finally arrives and asks his men about KSC-2303 and the girl. He is furious that they have lost their captives, and he fights against his own gang. At first, members of the Yakuza and assassins take the upper hand in fighting and killing the man. To their shock, he comes back to life instantly and without much effort, turns Yakuza and assassins into his own minions. 2 assassins manage to escape his claws, and after searching around the forest, they find KSC-2303. They don't get a chance to live longer as the girl kills one of them with a log, while the other is found and killed by the man. KSC-2303 is sure that the girl is aware of what is going on and tries to force her to tell him the truth. Before she can explain everything to him, the man finds them there. Instead of the girl, the man explains to KSC-2303 that they are the reincarnations of past lives. He reveals that he is planning to use the girl as a sacrifice to open the hidden portal in the Forest of Resurrection and obtain the power of darkness. KSC-2303 is bewildered to hear the explanation and tries to kill the man, but his plan backfires as he gets killed himself instead. The girl manages to reach KSC-2303's body in time, feeds him a part of her blood, and is soon taken away by the man's minions. Meanwhile, during his unconscious state, prisoner KSC-2303 gets a flashback of his previous life in the 10th century. He was the ally who was too late to save the lone samurai fighting against the zombies in the jungle. He also sees the girl, who is revealed to be a princess, and they are both confronted by a mysterious priest, who is revealed to be the past life of the man and his gang. They are both outnumbered by the priest's gang, and having no choice left, he is forced to kill the girl. His actions stop the priest from obtaining the power of darkness, which enrages him, and he kills the KSC-2303 in his past life. KSC-2303 has finally woken up in the present and is now fully aware of the truth of this situation. The next morning, KSC-2303 confronts the man and his minions for a final battle. KSC-2303 fights against the minions first and wins the battle, now only left to deal with the man. KSC-2303 beheads the man in their one-on-one fight and rescues the girl. They both finally successfully escape from the Forest of Resurrection. 99 years later, Earth lies in ruin. The reincarnation of the man travels through the remains of a city and eventually confronts KSC-2303 and the reincarnated versions of the man's gang, who now work for KSC-2303. The girl, held against her will, tells the man that she should have been by his side 99 years earlier. With nothing left to destroy in this world, KSC-2303 asks the man to take him to the other side. The man and KSC-2303 charge at each other and engage in battle one more time. Wrapping up our odyssey through Versus, how did the supernatural elements in Versus add to the intensity of the story? In what ways does Versus redefine traditional genre boundaries? Share your thoughts and vote in our poll, Moon Explorers. Which aspect of Versus captivated you the most? Your participation keeps the movie magic alive. If you relish this recap, don't forget to hit subscribe and give us a thumbs up for more enchanting content. Thanks for watching.